Welcome to the Passionate Roaditor, TPR, where we stay on the road to keep you safe on the road. On the face of planet Earth, there are hundreds of millions of drivers, but the Passionate Roaditor has so far found none that compare to this man. What makes TPR brand this driver as the bravest on the planet? It's this heart-pounding crossing of a flooded area in a game reserve, in a vehicle with tourists. First, you cannot see the end of the water mass as he begins the crossing. Many daring water crossings have a direct line of sight between where the car begins the crossing and the riverbank on the other side. The distance involved is also usually much shorter than this one. This leads me to believe that he is familiar with this terrain, which, under the circumstances, shows great navigational prowess. Secondly, the depth of the water in this particular crossing. The decision to make the attempt to cross, given the depth of the water, sets him out as a man with balls of steel. It is clear that the depth of water could almost completely submerge the cabin compartment of smaller vehicles. We are talking here of at least 3 feet or 90 centimeters in some instances, such as here. Notice on the right side of your screen how some water gets into the driver's compartment. It's the kind of stuff that makes the Camel Trophy look like child's play. Third, it's the courage to forge ahead despite the massive flooding. To drive through this, the driver had to believe in himself and the ability of his car, and keep forging forward with the accelerator constantly pressed. When faced with such flooding during a safari, some drivers could turn back in the interest of safety and cut short the adventure. That is a wise thing to do to avoid harm or stalling in the middle of nowhere. This driver, however, had the ultimate self-belief and drove as though his life and that of his clients depended on his expertise. And they did. Changing his mind to reverse in the middle was not an option. Dr. Maya Angelou said, "I believe that the most important single thing beyond discipline and creativity is daring to dare." And this driver dared to cross a flooded zone that seemed impossible. TPR is compelled to advise you not to attempt such a crossing at home. Oh, not at home, in the bundus. This video was taken some years ago, but as you might have heard, bravery never goes out of fashion. Dear Internet, help the Passionate Roaditor find this driver in order to hear firsthand how he did it. Do you recognize the game reserve where this brave act took place? If you do, kindly enlighten us in the comments section. This video also makes for a free ad for Toyota Land Cruiser. Perhaps Toyota should fit this man. And here now is the uninterrupted action of the brave crossing. For feedback, kindly send an email to thepassionateroaditor@gmail.com.